go. Everything. Yep. Okay. How many more must perish in pursuit for his fertile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him, convince him to cease his mad quest, or surely lead us to ruin. Okay. Ooh, bless me. Uh, May as well get that done. Something I didn't finish way, way long ago. Yeah, he needs help in notes nipping through properly. No, and it's never been a barren region, believe me when I say that it takes no small amount of effort to make crops grow here. We even introduced earthworms to the soil in order to enrich it. Alas, they've been nigh eradicated by sniping shrews, burrowing critters native to these parts. Unless we save the earthworms, his entire plot won't yield so much as a single pumpkin next harvest. Won't you help us by thinning out the shrew population? The shrews would be the best place to the the Shrew Hills would be the best place to start. Yeah. As you see, thank you, friend. You truly are a champion of earthworms. Now we can look forward to a plentiful harvest of pumpkins. One of which ones will grace the Sultana's plate. Do another one. Except an idle adventurer is a suicide. I no need of assistance at the moment. Perhaps someone at the coffin wants for a helping hand. Rawabaru, the resident chief, comes to mind. The man is obsessed with inventing new dishes. I hear his current fascination is fish. If you were to donate some for his cause, I'm sure he'd be grateful. Now, I'm a simple farmer and don't know much about fish, but I do know what I like. I like oval bond. You won't find a more succulent fish in these parts, I tell you. If in mind to give some fish to Wobblebone, I will wholeheartedly recommend Fatty Ovalbon. 4 slices of show should be enough for him to experiment with. It's the wrong chat. That was Twitch chat. Hey. Anything else in this? Listen to your voice. Fish, futile. There are no suitable fish, futile. There are no suitable species, but I shall not surrender. Over. Bourbon, of course, but wait, how do you know of my Epicurean endeavor? Well, it matters not. The solution is just a sensation. A sauté with salt, a squirt of sunwoman. So simply it's sublime. Fish is a costly commodity here in Fanaland, where if not for your local Logese, I would have been forced to fork out a fortune and have some brought hither. Thank you. Potion, Eva, medicine, MP. Do that. Meat is an indispensable ingredient for making my short loaves, which are famous for the fantastic flavor. Fortunately, I'm no fool. In preparation for responsibility, I've set 2 barrel traps outside our establishment. Unless I'm not accustomed to butchering live beasts, if you could go to do the deed in my stead and bring me the meat, I can continue to cook. But okay, time to go kill animals. Let me carve it critters quickly, else my customers will complain. The rich, robust redness, shrew meat is lean yet lovely. I'll learn you. Slathered in my secret sauce is smoked. It is a symphony of savory sensations that will satisfy even the most critical connoisseur. It takes time to prepare properly, though, so I fear we may be forced to deny our dedicated customers the desired dinner regardless. Yeah, that's taken care of. Only real life inspector. You know how to stop these zombies. Yeah. You there. Could it be? You come to offer your services to me? Oh, where are my manners? Let me introduce myself. My name is Nakshu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. At least, that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hillebrand. Inspector Hildebrand was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We traveled the world, me and him, solving cases of thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the inspector to solve it with grace and style. But then there was the final case. Case Central, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. Save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. And then he came back down, and he This is a joke. A big, funny joke, right, Inspector? Any moment now, you'll burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise! Have you filled, eh?" And then we'll laugh and laugh. Hildebrand Mandeville. They say, they say no one remembers the words, the light, the names, the faces, all gone forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No, gentleman hero Hildebrand. I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. But I, as Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. So I told myself, well, now shoot, there must be a leader, a head zombie, with those rest to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him. Again, that is. Fortunately, I don't know where he is. Fortunately, I don't know where he is, or how to find him. But now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the one good idea I've come up with so far. When you go to where those dapper zombies were last seen in Southern Fanolin, you might find them, and then you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that should work. Sweet summer child. Yep, no idea. He had no idea. Figure outsider, your victory is already the talk of the town. That may not mark the end of the Corpse Brigade, but at least now they know we're not afraid to fight back. And to think these men and women were once my countrymen, do you know no shame? Back in the heyday of El Amigo, the Corpse Brigade served our nation with pride and honor. It saddens me to see that what they have become, but I would slay them down to the last, if it was to ensure that they besmirch our homeland's name no more. No, and I'll do that. Meet the whirlwind map. Ah! God, get down my shirt. Ew. Oh, nasty. Asking cold. Oh. Have, have you seen my parents? They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with the man from Olda. The man said they were going to change everything, make it so we can live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked him when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry, and I got scared. Say, miss, are you looking for someone? Looking for a merchant. You mean the man who left to my parents? But I don't know where he... Oh boy. Wait, look, over there. I think that's him. Well now, which of these gullible fools should be my next victim? You, I... He's getting away. Go get him, miss. You can't get away from me, motherfucker. Haha. Found you. You again. What? Why are you pursuing me? Sedition? Treason? Revolution? That's preposterous. Who has food you head of these lies? Refugees? The self-same refugees who terrorize the streets of Ulda? You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None. No, I will not accompany you to Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. But for the sake of argument, let's say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I give a Queecorn's earth about politics. It's business. Only business. We both know I am not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I swear I should tell you everything. And of course. Of course he got killed before. What's all the commotion? 7 hells. Cuddy is spread out in such an area. The killer may still be close. Hold, Adventurer. I would like to know more about your ship's victim, as well as the events leading up to his death. As I have responsible for the recent riots, perhaps we always murder a Democrat. In any case, it is obvious you are not the one whom we seek. You may carry on with your investigation, Scion. It's good to be back to Final Fantasy. Eh. It's fucking ghost town right. Then again, it is working hours. Look at all the birdies. Pretty birdies. But and not moving. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What news, Lieutenant Nelha? Where's the version? Murdered? Damn it all to the 7th hell. He was not simply murdered, Lieutenant. He was silenced. Too many knew his face, and he was already to divulge his secrets. Do not despair, though. We may be closer to defending the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize. Let's see. This is 50. Necklace is slain. Blown. Choker. Swift has a message for you from the General. Flame General left word that you were to proceed to the Fragrant Chamber as soon as you returned. He wishes to discuss your recent discoveries as well as results of our own investigation. Master Alphenod has already been informed and should be waiting for you outside. Pray proceed to the Royal Promenade with all haste and speak with Bartholomew. Okay. I shall. She shall shield. She shall shield. Shield shall shield. What did it say 3 times? Yeah, it's Twitch. Twitch is messing up. What? YouTube's fine. Maybe I should do YouTube streams more often. We've been expecting you, madam. Please proceed inside. Complete. Maybe I can sell these later.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
This information does not leave this room.
Sucks for you on stream.
The Syndicate's decision to reject it for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the Calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination. Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters. It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Teleji Adeleji. But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Some might even call it a battlefield.
Alright, back. I'm...
The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Allagan ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations. In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless, bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory, under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Allagan ruin.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean Alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Omega.
Pardon?
An Allagan monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Allagan inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself. If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Carteneau Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Carleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
I should be glad to know the truth, but yet, the thought that all this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think they intend to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? How long do you think they intended to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That even felt the need to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disrupted territories. Fortunately, you're already well positioned to do so, Lieutenant Nelha. Pray keep us informed of any developments in Carteneau. Flav said it right. Begone, whelp. This is no place for children. I'm sorry. I was looking for you, miss. You said you were looking for the man who left with my parents. You know this girl? So he visited Stone's Throw as well. I see. Did you find the man? Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I am afraid. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go look for them together. Really? You'd help me look, mister? Of course, but first I must needs finish speaking with my friend. She's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me by that pillar over there. We require about a moment. Okay, mister. I'll be waiting. I'll take you to the quicksand. Mayhap Momodi will know what to do. A Legion of Goblins. An Aether Primal. Even dealing with an Hazian would be preferable to this charade. Sometimes I feel Minfilia is too ambitious. We must shiver and yawn in response to threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. Bro, this is Minfilia. I know this is sudden, but I must ask you to return to Revenant's toll with all due haste. The situation in the 12th Wood has taken a turn for the worse. I'll explain in detail once you arrive. Twelveswood, the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed. I've received no reports of Ixali activity, which leaves the sylphs. Gobro, you know as well as I that the appearance of a primal takes precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the Descendant that while I am grateful for her concern, she needn't fear for my safety. I'm more than capable of protecting myself. Don't think I've been that far. What's the closest to it then? Feeling. Okay. Where in the... Adolin. Yes. There we go. More donut. Donut. Okay. Actually. It is a relief to see you healthy and hale around. The latest news from Alda was most disturbing. Clearly the only injury Elephant had suffered was his ego. Doubtless so heal along. The other scions will need to be present for this meeting. If you are ready to begin, I will summon them now. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you here were it not urgent. To business then. I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called forth their revered guardian, the Primal Ramla. Sorry, may have? Then it is not certain. The Elder Seed Seer informs us that the elements themselves murmur of the Lord of Loving's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Give me antecedent. That fact need not contradict the element's testimony, unlike its more bellicose compeers. Garuda and so on. Remu is reputed to act only in defense of his children. I can't tell who's talking. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs or their territory. The abruptness of this development concerns me. Were we not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements? If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, twould surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen. Just not this soon. Beg your pardon? You foresaw this eventually and did not to prevent it? I told Pup I told Papalimo I suppose I could have reported things to Minfilia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around their territory. They already summoned Ramu once, right after the calamity, but that was because the Garlands came trampling through the forest. And so long as Catastrum Orin stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Yida and I are in agreement. The actions of the Forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain the observation that observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in Nilda drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. 'Tis like that the Sylphs perceived this panicked migration as yet another invasion and quickened their efforts to summon the god. I am put in mind of Titan and the kobolds once again. It is the affairs of men which have paved the way for a primal coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Erosia would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. But that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us a unique opportunity. Ro, with your dealings with the Sylphs of a little solace, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict with Gridania. I wonder, might one who has treated with the Sylphs so fruitfully in the past now achieve similar success with their patron deity? If Ramu can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. Found hope. Were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the Beastmen since time immemorable. But maybe this time we can. Let us continue the discussion anon. We must needs first consult with the nation most affected by Ramu's presence. The Elder Seed Seer has requested your personal involvement, Ro. Pray report to Commander Helix at the Adder's Nest as soon as you are able. Steel yourself for the worst. While I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter, experience suggests that your meeting with Lord of Levin will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow scions will of course lend you whatever support you require. Okay. Alright, you done. Excuse me. Madonna. Row of the signs or whatever has been most anticipated. The appearance of a primal is ever cause for alarm and unease. So my men stand ready for any eventuality. I know of none more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The elder Seed Seer, however, would speak with you first. She is of the opinion that your diplomatic rather than martial skills may better serve our cause. I'll leave further explanation to our learned leader. Pray make your way to Nofika's altar. The conjurer in attendance will admit you to the lotus stand. The other signs are already read, man. May I show you in?
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramuh is returned unto the forest. Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace. Our guest informs us that the Sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the Primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other Primals you have encountered, Lord Ramuh is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelveswood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The Twelveswood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramuh himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples. You have my thanks. Pray make for Little Solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelveswood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
Grove the Scions. I was told to expect you. I understand you go to treat with the primal Ramu himself, an inevitable task, but one for which I have no doubt you are well suited. I have been told that your fellow Scions are conducting an investigation of the area as we speak, that we might ascertain the location where the Lord of Levin might be found. I would ask that you abide here until we return with the findings. I was told that a messenger would be sent as soon as your fellow Scions finished their investigation. I didn't imagine it would be much longer. This one returns, and returns with good tidings. Wise ones have finished searching, and have wisely identified the precise location where the Touched Ones summoned Lord Ramu. Your timing is impeccable, my fluttery friend. Might you be so kind as to escort this good woman to her fellow Scions? It would be this one's pleasure, Walking One. Please, please come with this one. Wise ones have written deep within the Sylph lanes. These ones must proceed carefully and keep an eye out for touched ones. This one is most sorry, but this one can go no further. Draw too close to Lord Ramu, and this one may turn mean and nasty like touched ones. So this one must say farewell for now. Walking One will find wise ones not far from here to the south. Go in safely, Walking One. So it's actually you. I'm relieved. For a moment I thought we were dealing with another one of those confounded Sylph tricksters. I swear with them wreaking havoc with their skin-changing magics, it's a wonder I was able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, it was quite the ordeal. You should have seen the look on Y'shtola's face when the one impersonating you suddenly showed up. That's quite enough, Peppo. Emo. My apologies. It's not like me to ramble so. At any rate, as I was saying, I have finished measuring etheric activity in the area, and I'm pleased to say I've reached an indisputable conclusion to wit, that Ramu was called forth in the vicinity of the Sylph's alleyway. Come on, Ro, the Lord of Levin awaits.
Seize thee, serpent of hiding. Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs? The Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult. Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other. Thy conflict have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man.
His fucking beard, jeez.
Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born? It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal. Shouldst thou survive my trial. If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment. Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady. I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Oh no, hard? Oh, really? I have to do the hard one? Oh. Okay, trying. Oh boy. Just waiting. Yes. Come on. Yes. Nothing now!
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light. I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one. In witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Ascians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.